This is Kirkstone Pass. I think I've burnt the clutch out. Hello, I'm here today just exploring Kirkstone Pass in the Lake District, which links Ullswater to Windermere. It's a very twisty, steep road, rises to 1500 feet, it goes all the way over the top, a bit like a shortcut. Make sure you've got a good clutch, I can smell mine. There we go. So this is the top of Kirkstone Pass, very desolate, top of the fells. There's Windermere in the distance. It's very different in the winter, this place. Kirkstone Inn, very welcome for generations of lost travellers. And that little road there goes to Ambleside, and it's called the Struggle. The red scree crags there. Right at the top. We're going to go down the far side towards Windermere. There's the Struggle. It's actually named the Struggle. This little area just in the valley off Kirkstone Pass, just as you drive down towards Windermere. I just thought it looked very nice. Jumped out the car. That little hill there is called the Tongue. This little hill in front, it's 380 feet, I think. Just a little couple of hours walk and see what it's like. So I'm just off the road. And this little hill here, one or two crags in the shadow of, well, it's in the middle of the valley really. There's hills on either side. There's hills behind me, and there's the large hill in the distance there. But this little hill, the Tongue, that's obviously why it's called the Tongue. It's sort of sticking in the middle. I'm going to climb that. And the path, there isn't really a path. It looks not a particularly popular hill, this. So all the better. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? There isn't another soul on this hill in the middle of summer in the lakes. I think it's because I've chosen an unpopular hill. Bottle of water. The single most important hiking bit of kit. There does seem to be a path actually, you know, somewhat of a path. If you want to find this hill, it's on the south side of Kirkstone Pass, over the summit. If you were coming from Windermere upwards, heading towards Ullswater, it's about halfway up. There's a little parking spot. There's only space for 2 cars, and it's about a mile past a place called Troutbeck, and also you'll notice a caravan park, like a lodge park on the right, called Lindfell or Lindmill. Well, it's past that, further up. You'll see the hill on the right in the valley, and you can park on the left if you're lucky. And for those people who aren't familiar with the Lake District, this is exactly the sort of ancient, moss-covered valley path you'll find all over the Lake District. Ancient, knackered old walls. And they've just skirted through this countryside for centuries, these paths. Had a couple of hours and I thought, I'm going to climb that little hill. Unbelievably, I've just passed another solitary walker he had a guidebook. He seems to know exactly what he's talking about, and this hill is called, the full name, Troutbeck Tongue. Troutbeck Tongue. And there is a path which is evidently, you go down this little valley, you go through a farm buildings, and you find a sort of gravel road, and eventually there's a zigzag path that takes you up to the top of the hill. So I'm going to look for that. You probably thought I was talking to myself as I was walking down, because I didn't see him till the last minute. So there's the tongue there. You can get a better view of the outline of the ridge below the other mountain there. So I think the views can be quite nice from the top of there. And it looks a little bit challenging, so just right for somebody who's got a couple of hours down here. There is a buzzard. Can you hear it? We might get to see it. That's a buzzard. There it is, circling up there. Oh, there's a few of them, look. There's a few buzzards. I hope you can see those. Little family of buzzards. I'm going to zoom in on them. Even if I don't find my way up this hill, I've already had a great time. Do you know what? I don't know anyone else who's done this walk, but it's a lovely walk. Sometimes just taking a chance, and you don't know what you're going to find. So the idea is this little path continues down here. We'll go through that farm. I think you go through it and then up there. So it shouldn't take too long. This love of the outdoors comes from having summer holidays at the caravan in the lakes when I was a kid. Just getting out and about, exploring. I'm doing the same thing again now. You know, these memories from the age of 5, 6, 7. It takes you back, really, when you get out in the same environment. It's this particular landscape that you struggle to find anywhere else. You know, the lakes has its own unique mix of ancient gnarled trees, old hidden valleys. I mean, just look at that. How old is that tree? I'm just going to skirt around this footpath, and then I believe there's a zigzag on the left, a zigzag path all the way up. Just the one path, I've been told. And there's the path. Straight ahead. That little tiny path, we'll take that. Now that's an interesting way of hinging a gate, isn't it? Never seen that before. Almost at the top, you can see Kirkstone Pass. On the far side of the valley, it's that sort of dark line across the middle of that hill. We've just got this little bit left to do. Looks like a good crag scramble up there, so a little bit of everything on such a small little hill. Well, that's the Goldilocks of hikes, that. Not too high. A bit of forest, bit of everything, bit of forest. Crags, Buzzards, Kirkstone Pass. Up and down in a couple of hours. Troutbeck Tongue. Not too high, a little bit of everything. Forest, buzzards, crags, quite tough. 390 metres, which is just about right for sort of midday, half a day, out and about. And you've got these amazing views of Windermere in the distance, and the really high peaks in the far valleys. I'll just take a quick shot of those. I hope you've enjoyed it. So there's Windermere. This is the view from the top. And then we've got very high peaks over there in the shadows. They won't be half a day's job. Not those. Bit peckish now.